Hello and welcome to Let's Play Endless Space 2, Series 8, Episode 23. I'm JC Proton, and we are picking up right after the election at turn 81. Last recording we did a sneak peek at this turn, but we're actually going to be playing through it this time. And the first thing I want to talk about really is a discovery I made off camera. I was poking around, I was looking at my Koyasil production, and I was like, yeah, I'm making this endless research park because I want the extra approval. It's a temporary, plus 25 approval for 20 turns. And I need that approval because I'm starting to run over my maximum number of systems here, So I'm looking at my approval. I mean, we're hanging in there tough right now, but, it's a minus 10 approval for every star system you exceed whatever your maximum is, right? So I was sitting here, okay, so we're good now. How many more can I do? Can I do 2, 3, 4? When am I going to start seeing a drop here, right? And I'm looking at these numbers. I'm like, wait a minute. Plus 360 from Guardians. What the heck is that about? That must be some sort of temporary bonus, right? And it's like on all my systems. And then I realized I started poking around and I played around with discovering additional Guardians. And it goes up. It goes up by 5 for every Guardian I discover in the galaxy that's not in my systems. I get a plus 5 approval, and apparently it's like permanent. I don't know. It's crazy. So that seems to be the case, which means, I still have whatever amount of this galaxy left. I still have from about here down to around here. So I have that many more systems that could have Guardians in them. So that's like, another 10 or 20 Guardians probably. So I'm already at a plus 360 from Guardians. So I might hit something like around plus 450, 500 from Guardians. Which means that's like an extra, right now it's basically 36 star systems I can control, which is bananas. That is huge. So all of a sudden I've gone from carefully watching how many systems I can control to saying, oh, well, I can go ahead and settle Gano and Yssel and Ybela, and I'll get Phaeton, and I'll just take all of the United Empire and I'll entwine up here at Kraz and Kerr and try to sneak in here at Arkab and Jundur and Aina, and I'll entwine these, and I'm gonna go nuts. It's kind of what I'm doing in my head. I'm like, whoa, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm sneaking over here to Incandescence, right? I'm gonna try. I mean, it says I can entwine it, so you know what? Let's send vine ships over there. So that's a thing, right? Trying to do that. And then, let's see what else we got going on here. I got another vine ship that just came out, so we'll send that one along as well. So, yeah, I can colonize lots of systems, apparently. I guess we'll run through these messages. Let's go ahead and do the fights. Libra. I was looking at this Libra fight. I've got a trick I want to try. So they're at 120 right now. They're probably going to. They're probably gonna see. Do they have? Yeah, they have population. So they're gonna draft, which is gonna give them extra troops. All right, so yeah, let's do Libra. Let's do the preemptive bombing. That'll help us preserve our troops. We have a little bit of reserves. I think eventually we'll wear them down. So if they're at 120 now, we'll watch one. I think we'll just watch one fight per video, because they're all going to look the same. So they did do a draft. And they went from 120 to 45. So theoretically, I could maybe get them next turn, because from 120 to 45 is 75 reduction, and they don't have 75 left. So even with a draft, I might finish it next turn. I've got 480, and I had reserves of 125, which gives me 605, which is enough, right? But here's a piece of trickery I can do. Interestingly, I don't have the option of removing this ship from the fleet, but I can do my thorns. I can remove from the fleet. So I'm going to fly my thorns over here. Excuse me. And have them, when we click over next turn, hopefully they'll gather some, see they're at 0 of 1,500 troops. Hopefully they'll pick up some troops since I own this system. Hopefully they'll pull some troops aboard, and then I'll fly them back here. And then I'll have extra troops reserves for this fight. And hopefully we'll be able to wrap that up at Libra. Okay, so, and then at Zozmanos. So I did the pillage last time. Okay, I have plenty of troops here. 126. Here we go. They chose protect system. Ah, I got it. Excellent. Excellent. Well, that might be the screenshot for this thumbnail, maybe. Maybe. So we're not going to do pillage again. We did pillage last time, and you see pillage this time is very minimal. So things are only worth pillaging the first time, I guess. So we're going to go ahead and occupy, man. Yay! So we have a new system. All right, man. So Zozmanos is ours. So this becomes BE5. Because it's in the B area. We said this was going to be A, and this was going to be B. And it's the 5th planet in the series in the B area, so that's E, and then it's on a star lane, and then there are 5 rocky planets there. And looks like he already has, yes, he's already built level 2 modernization. So let's see, we wanted to do, that one's 1 turn to colonize. That's 2, that's 3, that's 3. Okay, so the 2, then the 3, and the 3. I'm curious what that subterranean is. I think I'm going to reverse the orders there. And we'll probably do the rest of that off camera. That's more than enough. Okay, so next thing to do. Excuse me. I wonder wonder what the upgrade is here. That's expensive. Yeah, we're I don't know. All right, we're gonna go ahead and head on over here to Phaeton. Hey, here we go. All right. We'll do this conflict here. We'll get through these messages here. I kind of want to rock out some of these battles and stuff first, though. I think we're going for repair and recover. Let's just put everything in one lane. I guess we'll take the bonus of having extra lanes used. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. That's cool. And if our hero ship gets any attacks, that's fine too. Because he has the little thing, he gets extra experience if he gets attacked and damage is absorbed. Alright, so we'll watch this fight. We should smoke him pretty hard. I think we outgun him like 5-1. Yeah, looks really good. Nice. See how the math went. Okay, so I got experience points. And without missed shots. So gun weapons and laser weapons, and that's it. So the missiles that are on these ships did no damage, basically, it looks like. Oh, wait, let's see. Damage received from their kinetic weapons. Okay, so we took almost no damage and it was quickly repaired. Since we chose repair and recover. Maybe this one we'll watch in scan mode. I just kind of want to see how it goes with the missiles. It doesn't seem like our missiles are doing any damage at all. Go. Looks like some of the missiles were hitting. No, it's not showing any missile damage at all. Maybe they were already blown up by the time the missiles got there. I don't know. Well, my hero leveled up. So he's already got that, and he's already got that. So I guess we'll do this one. Cool. So next he'll get faster, more movement speed, right? He'll move the fleet faster. Faster, faster. All right, let's look at these. Let's start running through these messages here. So we had an election at the end of turn 80 before this turn started, and we supported the scientists, but we didn't support them fully, and so the political party in charge changed from scientists over to the pacifists. So now the pacifist law, right thing rule, is taken over instead of the scientific law oracle of science. But since scientists are still represented in the government, then we can still run Star Boogie. Excuse me. And we're going to keep running Cram Exam Act. It's cool. Right thing rule is nice. It lets us force peace when at Cold War. So if somebody goes into Cold War, I can force them to be at peace with me. It's expensive as far as influence. It's twice what it would normally be to negotiate peace, but it's still worth it to force peace with someone who's really, really not willing to be at peace with you. Okay, so Riled Researchers. I could either choose to reduce my science production to increase my industry production, or I can give up some dust and increase my science. So I'm definitely doing the react option here to increase my science for, looks like 15 turns, and it gives me scientists' political ideology for 20 turns. So, right now I'm at 1,600 dust, roughly. And my science is, my research is 6988 per turn. So let's choose this one. So I go from 6988 to 8,000, so it gets about 1,000. And this one from 1,600 to 900. So it's about 700 or 800 dust to get about 1,000 science. So definitely worth paying 800 dust to get 9,000 or 10,000 or whatever, 1,000 science. So it's more than a 1-to-1 ratio. That's good. All right, here. That hero leveled up. And I think we're going to take the science. Okay, the Epistis, the Mavros. These all of these minor factions over here, I believe there's 8 of them. They're all enthralled by the Vodani, so nobody can do quests to assimilate them or just assimilate them outright. The only way to get them is by conquering them, really.
Horatio has an eternal task to beautify the galaxy. Perhaps this helps you understand our actions.
So they're being deceitful.
We hail your rational leadership.
You're the caviar of the galaxy.
Horatio has an eternal task to beautify the galaxy. Perhaps this helps you understand our actions.
Horatio insists you remove your fleets that trespass in our territory. Okay, so I have a military ship there or something that he's not happy about. So let's take a look here, see what's going on. This is unarmed, so that's not the problem. Aha. This one is a military shuttle. Okay, let's fly. Can he get out? Yes. Let's move him out of Horatio's space.
Though we doubt the purity of your motives, the Protectorate has a proposal for you.
Okay, nope. I do not want an alliance. Alliance with Vodiani would cause me to no longer have all my pieces. So if I swap with them, they're at Cold War with all of these. So I think all my pieces would become Cold Wars. Excuse me. So thanks, but no thanks. I do not. I want peace, not Cold War. The context of your diplomatic exchange with True Horatio is no longer valid. Okay, so yes, that was the problem. The problem was I had a military ship in his space and or around his system. So he's like, "Get out of my space." I get it. That's why it's better to have unarmed scouts, believe it or not, so that you can scout without offending the people you're visiting. This kind of reminds me of Star Trek. We're like, we're a peaceful vessel of exploration. It's like, you are a heavily armed battle cruiser. Depending on your point of view, right? Okay, so looks like the next. Okay, Shiyu has a guardian. Does Rukbot have a guardian? No. And does Wardan have? Yep, okay. So I guess we're going to go from Tylus to Shiyu to Wardan. Or we could do in reverse order of that. I guess it doesn't really matter too much. Ah, Stellar Strike Craft. Okay, cool, I got that. Alright, nice. So it makes our air ground troops cost less and do more damage. So that'll be a thing that I'm going to want to explore or research. That's this right here. Lets me have air units and gives, so the research also gives more command points and more deployment limit and another tactics set on my empire. So very good. It gives me another tactics set and it lets me start using these air units. So that really needs to be kind of a priority since I'm doing invasions and stuff. How much would it cost? That's not that much. 3 turns. I think it's going to happen pretty soon. I'm going to go ahead and do these two. Ah, yeah, see, now that I don't have Oracle of Science, these are no longer researchable. Huh, looked like it was going to let me do it because I was allowed to do it before. That's okay. I don't need to do that. That's fine. I don't need to cheat, and it might have just like stopped. It might like error it out or caused a problem. So I think better to just be strictly legitimate with it. We'll go ahead and get these two done, and that'll unlock these two, and then that unlocks this tier. Gives me visibility to rare curiosities. That's good. We're going to need those so that we can know what we're going to have here for our system development upgrades. It's going to be great. Okay, let's see here. So we got Ybela system. Okay, we've got the light class ship. We've researched that. And we looked at it last turn. Last recording, we took a peek at what a light ship would look like if it was kitted out as a siege ship. and the result was it was a little bit more expensive than the small using small ships. So instead of doing that, let's look at it as a military type ship. So if we load it with defensive guns, I could do bombers instead. Seems like bombers is pretty weak though. I think we'll just go with basically like a tank. And go for the cheapest version using the minimum amount of resources, strategic resources. Like I could go with a couple of those. I could go with like a better shield, you know, that reduces critical hit damage taken, but I don't want to spend the resources. I'm finding that I'm tight on the amount of titanium I have. So if I just go with those, I could go with maybe like point defense, not that. I don't see the option here for more effective point defense weapons, but still, that's fine. So if I go with that as a light ship, and that's basically going to just be like a medium-sized protector type ship. It's like a defensive type ship that pulls aggro, so that it gets attacked instead of the other fleet. Got fire and light, right? So we have, that's what the stats look like. So shields for 3,800, which is like a quarter of its hit points. And then armor, which absorbs 53%, so kinetic would be about half of its hit points. And then I'm going to delete that light ship design. So the computer designed ship is pretty darn similar to what it was I was doing. It just didn't have any shields on it. Okay, so I have fire and light. I have small siege ships which look like this. 3 siege modules, 1 engine, a gun, and then an armor and a shield. That's it. So I went ahead and queued up a few of the siege type ships. Let's see, I got a couple there. 3 there, so that's 5. Three more, so that's 8. 4 more there, which is 12. I think that's it. Excuse me. So a dozen siege ships, which will be produced within 3 turns. And we'll get those headed up towards where I've got these planetary invasions going. Maybe 6 either direction, at least just to get it started. And that should be enough to siege down troops at a rate of around 150. CB 96 plus, yeah. So with the fleet that's there, it would be 150 per turn. So, which is about what we're getting out of our invasion battles, right? So we can just siege them down, and we will build more siege ships as we can. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and invade the. Let's attack the pirate base. Let's see how that goes. Blitz. We may end up having to do orbital bombardment on these guys as well. Okay. 900. They had 900, and I think they could only deploy 500, and so then they had 400 in reserve, and yet now it's showing that they don't have any. So I think there's a bug in the game here where it's not keeping their reserves and deploying their reserves. Yeah, see, they're supposed to have 400 reserves. I'm going to retreat, and then that might get me a, yeah, like a debris field or something. Yep, ground battle remains. Cool. Ooh, 20 titanium. Nice. That is just what the doctor ordered, man. That's exactly what I needed, man. I need more titanium for these siege ships. Cool. I'm going to queue up another. See, they have 3 titanium apiece. So a dozen more would be another 36. So I'm going to queue up some more anyway. I'll have to figure that out. Okay, populations grew. That's all fine. Bhagava. Alright, I'll look at doing that off screen. I'm going to end up, let's see, Horatio at AC and AA. Cool. Ooh, we got a Sheridan. Looky, looky, looky. Okay, cool. I'll bet you that's here from... Yep. Cool. Well, as they grow, I'll spread them around. Well, I'm going to get a bunch from invading, right? So, but I'll spread them around. Okay, that vine ship, I think, was the one that I started flying up here. Yeah. Alright, colonize that planet. Slag and sludge. Interplanetary transport network. Cool. Anytime I build that, I want to make sure I have population on wherever it is I have that strategic resource, because it gives a nice bonus to industry. Okay, recolonized an arid. Sometime. And colonize Mediterranean on BC. Alright, and I already got slag and sludge queued up there. Excuse me. Alright, great. Alright, all that looks good. AC can be sending a Horatio somewhere, because he has 2. So where's a place that we don't have Horatio yet? Somewhere we got, okay, AI is a good place to send a Horatio. And AI does not have a Horatio. Okay, so we'll send from AC to AI a Horatio. Okay, and AI, does that have... Where's AI? Over here, okay. He's got the big five. Okay. The big five are Nereus, Hiroshim, Pulsos, Calgeros, and Amoebas. The big five. Ones I have the most of. And I'm still kind of actively working on trying to get these ones spread around because I don't have very many of them. So I'm keeping them boosted. And then, once we have something close to 20, excuse me, not really boosting. All right. So that's good. We did the light class. Next, we're doing commercial frameworks, man. We're going to start getting trade companies going. So, yeah, man, we're totally going to get trade companies started. I'm thinking I'm going to have one here and one here. So, one at AA, one at AL. I don't know where I'm putting the third one. Maybe AE. It kind of depends. Like, it could be AK, maybe, or AD. I'm not really sure. It kind of depends where the rare luxury resource deposits show up. I'm kind of tentatively thinking that, yes, I would potentially have trade subsidiaries like Origa, AB, AC, something like that. But ideally, really, it's going to be over here. It's going to be over here in these, and use the deciduous trees as resources. Maybe we're going to be able to use dust water. I don't know how many of them will be down here. I see there is hydromiel, but I think there's only one, and most of the hydromiel's up here in the Horatio space. So maybe, I'm gonna have to take some. We're gonna have to take some Horatio systems, and they're the strongest team. They're the strongest one in the galaxy, strongest faction. 2199. They're as strong as the Cravers. And they're in that alliance, so if I go to war with Horatio, that's half the galaxy. And those are all like the strongest guys in the galaxy, just about. So I think what I'm going to look to do is try to remain at peace with everybody and give everyone a giant group hug. And just entwine the entire galaxy if possible, and then try to assimilate via Pacific conversion. I've never done a Pacific conversion type victory, so that would be pretty different. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so let's start moving fleets around. So Ybela has been grabbed. Let's see. So I was able to grab this one even though it was inside the influence radius of the United Empire. So let's see about maybe breaking up this Vine fleet. I don't know, maybe I can just come over here. Yeah, maybe that's the way to do it. Come over here and... Can I get all the way to there? No. So let's come over here. And we'll be ready to invade, or entwine. And we'll just move this one up for visibility. I think that's fine. Those Vine ships are just going to hang out this turn, I guess. Okay, down here, what are we looking at? We've got 2 movement left, and we're full of probes. I think there's nothing to see here. We've already explored all this pretty thoroughly. That's right. Akamar and Feodix. I was saving those for when I had Faster ships. Well, I've got Star Boogie running now as a law, so I've got faster ships. Okay, we're gonna run through our ship movements. Look at that. That is why we send probes ahead. Yeah, it used to be I'm always like, oh yeah, I'm going to send probes in directions that I'm not going. But at this late stage of the game, or I mean, for the late stage of, it's very dangerous exploring. So I think I'm definitely sending probes everywhere. Everywhere I am going before I go there, and places where I'm not going. So that system's going to have to wait. What do we have there? Subterranean 1 on a Baron. Okay, so yeah, we got pirate fleets there. 2 of them, they're both damaged. Okay, and the Vodiani Ark is damaged. So the Vodiani Ark is pretty heavily armed. And so I guess the pirates and the Vodiani are fighting here at Yuva. Okay. And what's going on at Dorado? 1. See, we've got a Guardian and a Guardian. Okay. So let's take a look at this. Let's confirm my suspicion. So suspicions. 360 from Guardians. Excuse me. Target. I'm not leaving anything unexplored back here, right? No. Okay, good. Alright, so let's explore a Guardian. $365 from Guardians. $370 from Guardians. So it seems like Guardians give you a permanent +5 approval for everyone that you discover. That seems pretty overpowered. Alright, this guy has 2 probes. There's another probe on another Guardian. $375 from Guardians. So yeah, man. That's totally a thing, man. Alright, let's see if this one's usable. Or explorable. Alright, this guy here. Yeah, this guy here, see? He has 1 probe, no movement. A subterranean 1. Let's see, he can send a probe up there. This guy here at Rassam. How many movement is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 6 full movement and then a partial. Yeah, I have 3 of 5 probes. I'm going to send 1 probe up here to Rhea. Oh wait, I'm within that radius. I don't need to do that. I see it's not guarded right now. Okay, let's come over here. Okay, so the Guardian here, it says +5 approval, +200 damage done to attacker during ground battle, +20 influence if owners friendly with factions having Guardians, -20 influence if owners enemy of factions having Guardians. Will awaken a Guardian on the planet. Okay, so we're at +375 approval from Guardians. Yeah, +380 is definitely, that is definitely a thing. That is crazy strong. All right, let's send a probe up here. All right. Do some exploring. Guardian, Subterranean 1. What do we have? 8 movement, 3 probes. Subterranean 1. Guardian. Okay, let's do the Subterranean 1s. And a Guardian. Nice. Basic pinch beam. Titanium deposit, yeah. Alright. So there is, let's see, I'm out of probes, but there's one more Guardian left, right? Yeah, so he's going to stay here this turn. Okay, waiting for these probes to arrive. They can go 8. Can they get? They can get all the way there, can't they? Okay. I guess we're going to do that. Nothing to see at Nalin. At Kerha. There's a Subterranean 1, a Ruins 1, and a Signal. What could possibly go wrong? At this point, I'm thinking if I get like a weak pirate, I'm going to fight him, and I'm going to use Repair and Recover, and hopefully we'll actually end up ahead on repairs that way. Basic Maggie Laser. 29 DPS energy weapon. That's a laser. So the one we have now is 37. So 29 times 2. So that's basically on par with this beam. Okay, so it's a level 3 energy weapon. Excuse me. I guess if you get that early, right, that could be pretty cool. So not really relevant to us anymore, but it's good to kind of maybe deny it from somebody else. 50 influence, Huygens rings, and 20 red sang. Okay. Well, the red sang will be useful. Well, we just boosted the United Empire pops, didn't we? With that. The Sheridan. Yeah, and we're going to be getting lots more of those guys anyway, so it's not really that important. Okay, we got that discovered. These dudes are done for the turn. We're going to send any probes out. I already got probes headed this way. I could send one that way, couldn't I? I could. I think I will. Alright, they can wait. Yeah, okay, and we're not going to attack these ships because I think that will be helping out somebody else with that quest, which will help them get a bastion, which is what we do not want to do. We do not want to give United Empire one of those. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Or whoever it is. I mean, it could be Horatian, it could be whoever. Okay, so we're down to these planets that we have entwined, these systems that we entwined, but we have not colonized. I think we're going to go ahead and colonize all these now that I can suddenly afford to do so from this massive oversupply of approval. Let's go ahead and colonize Gano and Yisel and Ybela. Yeah. Definitely. We'll take this one, we'll colonize this one, and we'll colonize this one, and we're just going to not really hold back. We'll take incandescence, we'll take everything we can take, man. And we'll just entwine all this and whatever else we can get our tendrils on. Right? Let's go to Gano. Let's see, Baron. I think is 3 turns. Ash, I think is 3 turns. I forget. Okay, the jungle takes 1 turn. The ash takes 3. And let's see, let's build that. Excuse me, we'll do the system upgrade, only takes 1 turn. Okay, and then we'll do some basic stuff here. And then we'll do the rest off camera. Okay, so Gano is... Gano's part of A. Okay, Gano's part of the A area. A, B, C, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, A, M. So it's going to be A, M, 3. Okay. So that's going to be a B. It's going to be BF. See, ice, tundra, snow. I kind of want to wait till I get ice available, actually, because ice is like 3 turns probably. What if I change the order? Alright, we'll just do it next turn. Do it next turn and we'll do ice. So it's going to delay my trade routes by a turn, but that's okay. And then Ybela. Gas. So yeah, we're going to do the gas because gas planets take 4 turns normally. So you get that instant colonization on the first one. Excuse me. So a lot of times when I colonize like the worst planet. Just because the other ones will be easier and faster. Cool. Alright, we'll go with a Terran and a Monsoon. Cool, those are both only 1 turn. We get the modernization rocked out. Alright, we'll get the rest done off camera. Okay, so this is So this one actually is going to be BF. Okay, so it's BF 21. Cool. All right, cool. All right, and I'll probably off camera set up sending populations to both of those. And next turn when we start, I might go ahead and I've already occupied Ysul and send population there too. Maybe. Let's see, AM. Yeah, those guys are going to just stay. I guess we'll go ahead and do it. I think I'll go ahead and do it off camera and then advance the turn and get it locked in. I think that's what I'm going to do here. So we'll pick up next time. It'll be turn 82. Yeah, I guess we'll just keep on rocking, man. Thanks everybody for watching, and see you next time.